my mission for this summer is to visit 10 national parks, and that's on my way to my goal of visiting all of Canada's national parks. And so so far I've visited 7 out of 48 parks. Just arrived at Point Pelee National Park. It is my first of 10 parks for the summer, hopefully, and I'm gonna bring you into the park to explore. At the park, I'm currently hiking the West Beach footpath, which goes from just beside the visitor center down to the tip, the southernmost point of mainland Canada. The park breaks up their trails into like footpaths and then like Parks Canada trails. Oh my gosh, there's cactus. Well, that's unexpected. Why are there cactus here? Point Pelee National Park is home to the eastern prickly pear cactus. It is an endangered species in Ontario that is threatened by multiple factors. These include habitat loss due to shoreline erosion, invasive species, climate change, and human disturbances such as trampling and illegal collection for gardens. Urgent conservation efforts are essential to protect and restore the eastern prickly pear cactus. In areas where it is found, it is important to stay on designated trails and observe it from a distance. By taking these measures, we can ensure the preservation of this unique species and its delicate ecosystem for future generations to appreciate. Anyway, as I was saying, the West Beach Trail is considered a footpath, which means it's pretty narrow, it's not paved, and it can be a little more uneven. But then they do have a lot of other trails in the park that are wider and flatter, and so they're more accessible. There's also a boardwalk, and I'm going to be checking out some of those either later today or in the next couple of days. But thought I would start with this one because it goes all the way to the tip, which is the place to be at this park. One day I will go to those. Back from the tip towards the visitor center along the Sparrow Field footpath. It's located on the opposite side of the peninsula compared to the West Beach footpath, which we took to get out there. Once again, it's a footpath, so it's pretty narrow. There are spots that are where the path is completely covered with sand, which makes it a little bit more tiring to walk, which is why I'm a little out of breath. But yeah, otherwise it's a pretty nice trail. There are more bugs on this side though. Lucy and Nolan are leaving Guelph soon, and yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do until they get here. Maybe I'll go set up camp. There are literally so many rabbits right now. End of night one. It's raining. See, Nolan arrived and we just hung out under my big canopy tent and played some board games. We played Anomia. It was a really good day. I had so much fun. Good morning. It is day 3.
Here we are. Sediments are definitely anoxic, so that's like prime environment for methanogenic archaea, which basically use carbon dioxide and hydrogen to produce methane to create energy. And so they produce methane in sediments where there's no oxygen, and then often they'll use like the vascular systems of plants that the plants use to carry around oxygen. The methane will be released through the plants. But there's actually a lot of methanotrophic microbes also, and so sometimes a lot of the methane will be eaten up in the anoxic sediments, but there might be like net methane released through the vascular plants. And this is metal precipitation. I don't exactly know what that is, but it is microbes for sure.
This has been Science with Lexi.
I don't know what it means, but there's a smile upon your face, and I see something shimmering in your eyes. And they say if you want to glimpse the future, you need space. And you said you'll put down your morning guns. Would you follow me to wonders? Take my hand and walk beside me in a world of thunder. Fear is an imposter. When you look at me this way, I find it hard to not give in.
And we're hoping to share our views of our excitement about looking at the night sky through telescopes.
Good morning. It is day 3. Today I decided to get up for sunrise, so it is 5:45. Sunrise is at 6:05 or 6:08. It's a little cool, but not too bad. And there's so many birds chirping. Need to get off the beach. There are so many bugs. So many like little flying bugs. Ah! Like, oh my gosh, let me show you my pants. So I'm just heading to the park. I'm planning on exploring a couple areas that I didn't get to in the past 2 days. There's a lot of cars. The weather really makes all the difference because like yesterday was Saturday of the long weekend and there was like no one here, but it was cooler and overcast, so if it's sunny and 20 degrees, expect there to be a long line. Okay, let's see if we can find a parking spot. That is gonna be the next challenge. on the Woodland Nature Trail, which is located just behind the visitor center. I ended up hiking to the visitor center from the homestead. It was about a 3.15 kilometer hike. So I didn't have a ton of expectations for this weekend, but one thing that I definitely did not expect was to become a birder. I have so enjoyed walking through the forest, listening to birds, looking for different birds. So, cue bird montage. Just took a break, sat on some driftwood at the beach. This is East Beach, and now I'm gonna head back to my car. So I just hiked down to East Beach, and along the way there was this couple who was out birding. He had an absolutely massive camera. It was huge. And I kind of stopped to look at whatever they were looking at, which turned out to be some type of warbler. I already forget what she said, but she was so nice. And then I continued to walk, and I saw this like larger bird perched up on a dead tree, and it had a gray body and orange legs, and it flew away from me. And I'll insert the bad clip I got of it somewhere here probably. But so as I was walking past them again, I asked her if she could identify it, but my description, which was basically the same as what I just gave you, was not up to par. So I'm gonna have to get better at my descriptive words for types of birds if I want anyone to help me identify them. But she was so nice, and I love meeting people like that on trail, even just like brief exchanges. Everyone just like out in the park enjoying nature. Everyone's so happy, and yeah, it just makes me happy. I just watched sunrise, which wasn't the best sunrise I've ever seen, but the birds were awesome. Listening to everyone talk about the birds was really fun. And now I'm just waiting for the tram to take me back because I'm kind of tired of walking this trail. So I'm gonna ride the tram one more time and then be headed home.